up, ladies? This is Alex from Mindful Attraction 2.0, and today we're going to be talking about a Game of Thrones breakdown, which will be how Marjorie makes powerful men chase while Sansa gets mistreated. So essentially, I'm going to show you the difference between a needy woman and a powerful woman. What is the biggest difference in behavior that allows men to respect you as opposed to the one behavior and one mentality that makes men lose respect for you? And the funny thing is, this is something that's really that can easily be fixed, like a lot of things that I talk about. So we're gonna be using Game of Thrones, and we're gonna be breaking down some of the scenes so that you guys can have some understanding visually about how that behavior looks like. All right, let's just watch this scene of King Joffrey fucking up, right, where he fucked up, and notice how she reacted to him when he apologized to her and when he felt contrite. And this is the mistake that a lot of women make. Just watch.
My prince.
My prince.
My lady. I fear I've behaved monstrously the past few weeks.
Mm-hmm. For those who don't know, he's an evil motherfucker.
With your permission.
As you can see, he has behaved monstrously for the past few weeks, right? And a lot of guys, when they fuck up, what do they usually do? They try to give you gifts. Rather than change their behavior, they try to give you gifts. And a lot of the times, if you can capitulate to that and you let that happen, they lose more respect to you because they know what makes you react. They know what makes you what they could do in order to win your favor over. All right, so let's keep watching. It's gonna get good. Look at her face.
It's beautiful.
He misbehaved,
Like the one your mother wears.
and she is not
Queen someday.
standing up
It's
for
only
herself.
fitting you should look the part. Will you forgive me for my rudeness?
Like, a lot of women think they're doing the right thing, but just keep watching. Just keep watching. This is why he loses respect for her, because he's able to do anything he wants, and by just saying I'm sorry and giving her this or that, he's able to easily convince her. You see, the problem is that when a guy fucks up in anything in life, you have to learn how to punish people the right way. You have to learn to let people know that they overcross your boundaries. You see, and so a lot of women either do it reactively, which is to say, out of pure insecurity, you make them feel like shit. So as a result, she's gonna come back at me and try to convince me through her own aggression to change. You see, and that's why a lot of women. That's how a lot of women know how to deal with their man. They're either the weak one, the passive, or they're either overly aggressive. A lot of women don't have presence of mind and don't know how to use their head in order to change a man's mind without being overly aggressive. All right, so I'm gonna show you the difference between her and Marjorie, which is Marjorie is the one that he respects the most. All right, you might think that forgiving him works, but forgiving him makes him lose respect for you more. So let's watch how the difference between Marjorie and her.
To come here, to the capital, see the southern knights in their painted armor, and King's Landing after dark. All the candles burning in those windows.
Just notice the way she talks, self-defeating, low self-esteem.
Stupid.
I'm so stupid.
Stupid little girl.
So what tends to happen is that when you have low self-esteem, you're gonna depend on your God to make you feel better. So as a result, his words will have a lot of value, even though you know he lied to you, because you're just trying to feel better. All right. So if you have low self-esteem and you're not self-reliant, you're gonna be susceptible to having guys continually disrespect you without you standing up for yourself.
Dreams you never learn.
On the other hand, Marjorie,
Come walk with me.
she's more supportive. You see, just notice the body language.
First time I saw you in the throne room.
Notice the way
Never
that
seen
she
anyone
moves.
look so-
Notice the way she moves. Notice her energy is more grounded. You see, it's not low self-esteem. It's more there. You see, and something that cannot be faked. This is more a reflection of your inner state. That cannot be faked. Reflection of your inner state. I'm rapping.
Happy. I want very much for you to be happy, Sansa, and so does my grandmother. You would have been happy at Highgarden. Women in our position must make the best of our circumstances.
How do I make the best of my circumstances? I have to marry him.
How saw Tyrion mistreated you?
No.
Has he been kind to you?
So as you can see, the difference between her and Sansa is that Marjorie, she has more presence of mind. You see, she doesn't let her emotions consume her. And look, I could teach you a lot of tactics, like step-by-step tactics, but the fundamental to all of this is having presence of mind, being able to think in the midst of chaos, being able to be relaxed in the midst of chaos, being able to become your own source of positive emotions. All right, and that will lay the foundation wherein no guy will manipulate you, because you don't need anything from them. You become self-fulfilled. So as a result, there is no positive emotion, no scintilla of self-esteem that you need, because you have everything that you need, because it's arising out of you. A lot of women, they have this false belief that in order to be happy, they need men. In order to feel self-assured, they need men. And when you do that, you tend to capitulate and you tend to allow men to disrespect you. And that will all be reflected in how you perceive yourself, which she says, I'm so stupid. The other one says, I'm smart, I'm witty, I'm self-reliant. You see, and that's a reflection of high self-esteem.
Rhaenyra Targaryen was murdered by...
Where are your grace?
I'll show you.
Their ancestors built here.
Here we go.
I'm sorry, your grace. I know they did terrible things at the end. Their ancestors built here.
Let me show you how she empowers them to take action. Like, she doesn't gain her respect by being a pushover. She gains his respect by finding out his fears and his dreams and fantasies, and by becoming a beacon of hope, empowering him by letting him know that he could do whatever he sets his mind to, make him feel like he can control his life, make him feel like that he can achieve the unachievable. And the man is going to depend on you for the emotional support. And when you become an emotional support for a man, rather than an ego, like, which is to say, rather than you become his source of ego validation, I feel like a man, and as a result, I'm gonna use you to feel better. That's a much better paradigm and a much better dynamic than just being the pusher of a woman. Become his support. Find out what he feels weak in, and give him suggestions that empowers him, similar to what we're gonna watch right now.
Greatness.
Couldn't agree more.
Watch. That's the people. He's afraid of going in front of them, right?
Shall we go and see them?
See the fear? See that fear? And what does she do? She doesn't say, we don't have to go there. She says, fuck that. We're going to that. We're going towards your fears.
You give them your love. They will return it.
She realizes that he wants to be loved. A weakness as he has. He had never felt loved. When his dad died, he told him that he wasn't man enough. All right, so she understands that she wants to be loved by people, as sinister as he is. So what does she do? She shows him his fears, makes him feel weak, and then empowers him by giving him a positive affirmation. You could do it. I know you want to be loved. Go towards them, and you will be loved. The fantasy that he has in his mind, and just watch.
Thousandfold. I've
Look.
spoken with them. I know how they feel about you. You led the defense of King's Landing.
Bullshit. See?
They adore you.
He's making him feel strong. I talked about this in the previous video. You see?
Open the doors.
Open the doors. Right? He's facing his fears. And she's guiding him. See? See, and that's how she's manipulating him. She's manipulating him by becoming the source of his sense of pride, of his sense of masculinity, not by succumbing to him. You see, she leads first. He's like, wow. You see, because she's allowing him to face his fears. He's admiring her. He's like, how the hell do you do that? And what does she do? She shows him how to do it, right? See? Effortless. That was a shitty ass movie. All right. And so that's how it's done. So it's not by trying to impress him or trying to getting to appreciate you more, but rather a good and direct path towards getting his respect is to find whatever he's weak in, right, and empower him in it. You see, but you got to find out what his weaknesses are and where he derives his sense of masculinity, and you try to find a way to encourage him to tackle his fears by telling him what could be possible, and telling him how you believe in him, and he's going to begin to depend on you. You see, and you take the lead. If you notice, if you think that if he's insecure about his weight, about him being not strong in terms of physically, then start going to the gym and tell him how better he could look if he was in shape. You see, and start going and take the first step. But the point is that he's going to gain your respect of doing that. It's not a direct route, but rather an indirect one. And I've seen it work in many men, and it's worked on me. You see, because a guy's gonna respect you because he's gonna say, you know, I was able to do it because of you. You see, and that's pretty much it. Anyways, it's Alex from mindfulattraction.org. I'm going to be making more videos like this week because Game of Thrones is coming out, and I hope to hear from you guys soon. Bye-bye.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys ever want to learn how to use your feminine energy to influence people, learn how to use your masculine energy to become more assertive, and also learn how to blend both energies to improve your dating life, your spiritual life, honestly, your relationship life, your family life, your career life, this is the course for you. If I had to make a course for my nieces, I have two nieces, one is 19 and one is 15. 16. Holy shit. Oh my God, he's a bad fucking uncle. He's a bad uncle. Get him. Shut up, Melissa. You should get this course, right? And this is the course that I will make for them. So, for example, watch the curriculum, right? In the first week, we're going to be showing you how to establish a strong masculine foundation without letting it hurt your feminine energy. This masculine foundation is a source of who you are, right? It's your bodyguard. Without this, whatever feminine energy you create will be destroyed by the outside, because your masculine is your shield. So we'll talk about goal setting. We'll talk about how to develop a serious attitude. We're going to be talking about how to use more logic, how to use more goal-oriented behavior. It's more how to be a man. Now the next one is how to embrace the feminine energy, right? This one will teach you about how to minimize excessive masculine traits, developing self-awareness, healing abundant feminine energy, regulating your emotion, mastering voice qualities and facial expressions, surrendering control, and allowing pain to be felt. This is honestly, this will supercharge, like Kaioken, your masculine energy. After that, we have femininity in the workplace and how to be feminine in the workplace without letting people take advantage of you, and the nuances of how women of power should behave versus women who are subordinates in the workplace, and even the dress code. This is based on psychology, people. It's kind of insane. I'm actually excited about this one. The next week, we talk about navigating the labyrinth of male and female friendship. And this, a lot of women find confusing, so we talk about that. And how to identify envious friends, how to identify the good friends, how to keep male friends, and how to keep female friends. Week 5, we talk about how to release the burden of the past and stop and destroy mental projections. This is actually really powerful. And then week 6, we talk about how to increase your observational power so that you can read people better. And we have a bunch of bonuses. The course starts at $99, and you guys can pre-order the course today at $69 before it goes out. If you're watching this, most likely I'm in the meditation retreat, so most likely I will be praying for all of you guys. And just click on the description down below of the video. Right there, you'll see it, and you can pre-order that course. It's gonna be out by the end of next month or the beginning of February of March. One of the two, people, because I have a 10-day retreat to do, and I want to finish the course after the retreat, because I think the ideas are gonna be so much better. All right, man. I'll see you guys later. Pre-order, man. Oh, I'm closing the channel.